So today is another sad day. So if you don't know, SM2 has already been taken down by Activision, which I'm kind of late to the party about, but that's not the point of this. The point is that Activision is taking down a lot of clients and a lot of work that has been put in by the community. Now, what am I talking about right now? I am talking about the Boy client. The Boy client, aka the Black Ops 3's version of Plutonium, just recently got taken down by none other than Activision themselves. Honestly disappointing. We already know that SM2 already got taken down, and if it did come out, it would have been one of the best Call of Duties it would have been just one of the best video games out there in 2023. But no, Activision decided to take that down. Now, I know I'm late to the party about this and I'm just making a video about this now, but I made a video now because Activision took down another client that people were working on already. It's only been 2 months since they worked on the Boy client. I'm not sure if it's X Labs, I forgot who it was, but I know that there was people that were working on the Boy client, the Plutonium version of Black Ops 3. This is honestly very annoying, very depressing, and very shameful. Activision does not care about the community. They do not care about what anyone has to think, what anyone has to offer, what anyone wants to do. Keep in mind, Black Ops 3 is almost an 8-year-old game now. An 8-year-old game that they don't even work on anymore. A game that's being constantly filled with hackers and people playing the game, getting their IP leaked on multiplayers. It's unplayable, and this would have solved the entire problem. BO3, Plutonium, or Boy would have fixed the entire problem. Now, what I'm starting to realize is that because Activision realized that they can take down clients now because they took down SM2, and now that they know this, they're going to try to take down every single client out there. That also includes Black Ops 2 Plutonium and every other Plutonium. This is honestly depressing and honestly very shameful of Activision. The fact that Activision doesn't care about its community and only cares about money is disgusting. It's so fucking disgusting. That makes us content creators have to spend money on the game and possibly get our IP leaks. We are literally at risk. Activision doesn't care if we are at risk of getting our IPs leaked, of getting possible lives ruined. They do not care. All they care about is that sweet, sweet money. And Activision, after a long while of us enjoying Plutonium, they decided that the fun was over and they're going to shut down pretty much everything. I'm 100% certain that they're going to shut down Plutonium, and I actually got Plutonium, and I recently just got into it last year, and now that they realize that Plutonium's out and that BO3 is getting popular again, and they're like, oh, I wonder why. It's because of the Boy client, and now that they know this, they want their money. They only care about money. And it's funny that they care about money because they make over $1 billion in a year from their games. And now that they're doing this, they're putting themselves in a shitty situation where everyone is realizing that they're basically dog shit and only care about money. And now they're going to make it worse for them by basically losing all the money from all their player counts. All the players that enjoys this game are going to realize how shit Activision is, how they only care about money, and they're not going to buy anything. It's going to be the same thing with Activision Blizzard, how we never bought a game for Activision Blizzard. But you know what we ended up doing? You know what we ended up buying? Ended up buying Overwatch 2. Not to mention that when the SM2 client did get taken down, they did this. They fucking made a bundle on literally clowning and shitting on us. They clowned and shit on the developers that worked on SM2 for 2 years by using this bundle. This fucking bundle that's saying, well, we just cockblocked you and made you waste 2 years of your lives. Now that means nothing. We own all the money. Fuck you. Go fuck yourselves. That's pretty much what they're saying at this point. No, they do not care. They do not care about the fans. They do not care about us. They do not care about the community. They only care about money. They do not give a shit about us. They would rather let us suffer, get hacked, get our IPs leaked, lives ruined, anything for money. For money. They do not care for us, and they do not give a shit about us. They do not give a shit about content creators. They do not give a shit about anything. They only care about money. The fact that the Boy client is already getting taken down is horribly sad, and I know that Plutonium now is coming next. It's just the fact that they realize that they could take down SM2, which they're like, hey, you know what? Great idea, guys. You know, we just took down SM2. How about we take down every single client out there that everyone enjoys? It's just unfucking believable. What are they gonna do now? Take down custom maps? If they take down custom maps, that's fucking ridiculous. I don't think they'll do that, but if they do that, that is horrible. That is basically just them contradicting themselves because they gave us the ability to do that. And now the fact that they're like taking down each client is ridiculous. I know I'm going on just on a huge rant on here, but like Activision, if you really don't give a shit, do you? You really just don't care about any of us. You don't give a shit about anything that we do. You only care about money. And when you do lose that money, when you start losing that money because we are not going to buy your shit games anymore, because no one gives a shit about your games that you're putting out there. No one gives a shit about your games that you're trying to throw out there for money, because all you do is give out garbage games, and then when there's problems, they're like, oh, we're gonna fix the problems in the next game. You're just gonna have to spend another $70. Fuck you. We're not gonna do that. You could have gave us a free to play SM2. You could have gave SM2 was free to play. You could have gave us a great gameplay experience. You could have at least talked to them. But no, you had to do a cease and desist. And now you do the same thing with Boy Client. And keep in mind, Boy Client was making money off of it, yes, but that was only for the Patreon version. Once they actually did come out with it, it would be completely free. But no, they do not give a shit. They don't even want to hire any of these people. They don't even want to do anything. They want to be like, fuck you. We don't give a shit about your career or what you're trying to do. We want you to suffer and we want you to get hacked. Honestly, it's unbelievable that Activision would ever do this, that they don't care anymore. The amount of care that Treyarch used to put in and the amount of care that Activision used to put in is gone. It's completely gone. And this even goes with the Activision Blizzard and everything else. Activision doesn't give a shit. They only want your money. So if you actually want to do something about this, if you want to stand up to Activision and their horrible charades of fuckery, my advice would just be to not buy any of their games anymore. Not to buy any of their newest games. Let that shit drop all the way down to the ground. And you know what? They're going to try to fight even harder. They're going to try to go against us a lot. Any custom games are going to come out. Any clients are going to come out. They're going to try to get rid of it just so we can buy their newest game. But I'm not going to let that happen. Activision, you really do not give a shit, do you? You really just don't care. You only care about money, and that's ridiculous. So, if you really want to make a stand, my advice, don't buy any of their games. Don't do anything. Even people that are playing multiplayer, keep in mind this was more for multiplayer people, because multiplayer was being targeted more than zombie players. Like, trust me, this would be better if you never buy a single one of their games ever again. Anyways, though, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully I make a BO2 video before they take down the BO2 client, Plutonium, and yeah, fuck you, Activision.